Guys, welcome back to another video. We will do a practice test together and see how much we can score. No, reparation. Ah, no. Yes. Intrusion. Yes. Fill in the blanks. Okay. As the ship approached, they realized it was far better than they had seen before. Balanced. Diet to maintain optimal. The process of refining often begins with the collection of scrap. I got new running shoes with bright green. With bright green. What? Do you remember when the was so full it overflowed onto the road? You remember when the without knowing the correct grading tech reviews can seem like for terminology. Despite the harsh winter, the animals quickly adapted and managed to feed themselves in the wilderness. I rushed to I rushed to have in my assignment before the deadline in order to maintain my grades too. What will be the word? I don't know. They enjoyed the crunch of a potato chip as much as a piece of fresh apple. Potato chip. Huh? Mixed language skills. Okay.
I tried a little bit of every dish. I tried a little bit of every dish. I tried a little bit of every dish.
Oil starts smoking before boiling at a temperature that's higher than the boiling temperature of water. Of water, not a water. That was my mistake.
She was always a dedicated, hardworking student. She was always a dedicated, hardworking student.
Okay. Some people think that all of the information about the food they eat appears on food packaging. Okay, on food packaging or on the product itself. However, okay, when some information required by LTD to be stated on the label, such as the manufacturer's name and the product's ingredients, other information like provide advisory, product advisories, and explanation dates may not be in required, but okay. Any manufacturing print the food labels in a variety of languages as well. What can be this word? But uh, could be helpful, yeah, to the consumer. It's light proof in Max Schwa. You get no problems when opening the camera.
The French emblem is now on their passports.
The French what?
The French emblem is now on their passports.
Mm, the French what? Okay, let's hear it one more time and see what it got.
The French emblem is now on their passports.
Emblem, I don't know the word. Is now on their passports. They are also distinguished from plants by the lake of rigid cell walls. What has happened to me today? I don't know.
The
Especially in the
guitar is a string instrument which is played by plucking the strings.
guitar is a string instrument which is played by plucking the strings.
The guitar is a string instrument which is played by plucking the strings.
Okay. They also excelled in philosophy, science, theology, and medicine.
These include cultural, economic, and geographic regions. These include cultural, economic, and geographic regions.
Success is not as important as determination. Even if you fail, you should act to okay, you should act to work on your what kind of the word heart? No, heart. What is the word here? Okay, you should work to uh, to solve a problem. In the end, the skill will take you farther than successful successful at everything you fail. Success often requires some luck, but determination and hard work are within your control. So if you fail, you should act to work your hardest, yeah, to solve a problem. Okay,
It is not an acronym as popularly believed.
it is not an acronym. What? Let's see it again. It's not an acronym which popularly believed or something like that. It was something like that. Okay, let's hear it again.
It is not an acronym as popularly believed.
It's popularly believed.
It is not an acronym as popularly believed.
It is not as okay. Okay, next. Forget this. This would change the future and make it easier to produce and sell integrated circuits.
It is important for students to state their ideas clearly and concisely. It is important for students to state their ideas clearly and concisely.
The word is also used to describe what a person expects will happen based on limited information.
They liked swimming.
Come on. Three-dimensional digital fabrication. It involves prototyping an object based on the real-world item after digital template is fit to the program. Laser sensoring measure. Pair by pair to create multiple pairs in an addition process.
A steady pulse is kept throughout the whole piece.
What?
A steady pulse is kept throughout the whole piece. A steady pulse is kept throughout the whole piece.
Right, the brand is important with regard to customer retention and customer. He's more. Okay. What are the two things that a brand needs to be? Okay. Okay. What does it mean for a brand to be relevant? Relevant. They should be consistent with the brand's honors, ethos, and business strategies. Select the idea that is expressed in the passage. Branding is one of the most important success factors in marketing because it helps companies differentiate their product from company. Yeah, I guess this one. Next, we'll select the best title, branding, the importance of branding, and that is it. It was really good. Like it was very good. Good job, Sahel. Okay. Now we will move on to interactive listening and see how that goes. So interactive listening, and you'll participate in conversation about the scenario below. You are an urban student, studies student who is nearing the end of their undergraduate studies. You are trying to decide if you should apply for a job or if you should apply for a doctoral program. You ask your professor for their opinion. You are an urban studies student who is nearing the end of their undergraduate studies. Okay, you were trying to decide if you should apply for a job or you should apply for a doctoral program. Uh, okay. Um. Okay. Did you talk about you want? Did you want to talk about? Have some great news to share? No, I hope you're doing well. Yes. Yeah.
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks. What can I do for you?
Um. I want to bring some learning. I'm decide I should apply for a job. Should apply for this one is what is important. And let's go. Okay.
That's a tough decision. Have you been looking at jobs in the field that you're interested in?
Um. I've been looking for a job regardless of years of experience.
That's true. A doctoral program would give you the opportunity to gain more knowledge and research experience in your field so that you can eventually get a job that you want.
Okay. Oh, okay. I haven't done that, but it feels it would take so long to study for more several years. Um,
It definitely takes a lot of time and commitment, but it can be very rewarding. If you're not sure if an advanced degree is for you, why don't you try working in your field for a few years and then decide whether or not to pursue a doctorate later on?
um, that's a good idea. I asked my professor about either getting a job or applying for doctoral's degree after graduation, and he told me to go for doctoral's degree as it will be rewarding. But if you are not ready for studying, then work on your field for some years. Okay, next, please. Okay, writing. By watched by thousands of spectators in a cloudy day. Okay, it looks like a rugby game. Okay. Writing is a form of communication that can be used to connect people across time and physical distance. Do you think that writing will continue to be a major form of communication in the future? Provide specific. Okay. Writing is a form of communication that can be used to connect people across time and physical distance. Do you think writing will be continue to be a major communication in the future? Okay. Across time and physical distance. Okay. Um. Well, if you look back at time, people used to write letters to their friends, okay, to their friends, loved ones, and family members and relatives. But nowadays, that form of writing has completely completely vanished, and the only and most popular form of writing now is online messages in emails. But the question here is about the future of writing, and to be honest, I guess um, in the future, writing will be only used as a form of communication and informal situations. Uh, but that too very merely, as the AI rapid, as the AI's rapid popularity, and especially the new Vision Pro from Apple or other such products give us hints that okay, that the future of communication will be seeing and talking via via virtual reality, and writing won't won't be at the top chart. 49 seconds. Next, please. How will language barrier affect the use of writing as a major form of communication in the future? Okay, from the language barriers point of view, you, I don't think that will affect writing that much in the future, as we have instant translation. So I actually did a good job, I guess. Okay, I have speaking now.
Talk about a time when you were excited to try something new.
All right, so I have to talk about a time when I was excited about something
Talk
new.
about a time when you were
Uh,
excited to try something new.
so
Talk about a time when you were excited to try something new.
all right, so actually, this is back in 2019 when I discovered that people can actually earn money from YouTube, and I was really excited about it. I actually was watching cricket highlights in my dad's phone, and so a video popped up in my suggestion list. And when I clicked on the video, it turned out to be one of the most influential videos on me because that video was about the first payment from YouTube, and I was really shocked that how can people actually earn money from YouTube, and then later on, I researched about it, and I was really excited to see how the process of becoming a YouTuber and actually posting content and videos on YouTube goes, and how will I be able to actually have my own channel and upload my own videos and earn some sort of earnings from it. So I like deeply immersed into the process of starting out on YouTube, and I just started from literally zero. Haven't heard the name of channels even before that. Like I was actually using YouTube, watching videos and stuff, but I didn't know that actually people are posting and like creating channels and posting these kind of videos. I was really young, and actually I was really away from the internet and especially from the social media. And another interesting thing was that no one in my family was really involved in this sort of world. So it was really interesting for me, and I just turned out to be a YouTuber and become a YouTuber from that one video. So I was really excited to start YouTube, and here I am now, a YouTuber myself. Okay, this photo is taken in a visiting process, I would say. So this photo is actually taken by the tour guide of this group, which are visiting somewhere. As we can see, like we can actually depict various various nations or various people from various nations, and this showcases that they have been to a new country to travel and explore, and they're with their tourist guide, and now they're in like a famous place or something. They're all together in a sunny day, and their tourist guide is taking the photo while they're all posing and smiling towards it. And it also showcases that it was taken back in 2010 or the 2000s era, as the photo quality isn't that good, and we can see that none of them have smartphones in their hands, and we cannot really uh, we cannot really skip the reality that the photo is also taken on a digital camera, which showcases that it was taken back in 2010s or 2000s. So this photo is taken in a travel spot, in a tourist spot, I would say, or maybe in an ancient historical spot. How? Prepare to speak about the topic below. Discuss an artist you know. Who is the artist? What kind of art did they create? And how do you know about their art? When I'm talking about the artist, so the word artist refers to a large or a wide range of people working in the, I would say, this art field or this creative fields. But the artist which comes directly into my mind is an Indian actor which works for Bollywood, for Indian cinema, and there he makes Bollywood movies. His name is Ranbir Kapoor, and he's actually an actor who acts in different kinds of movies with different genres, from love stories to, I would say, from love stories to action movies to social drama messages movies, to inspiration movies. And I discovered about him back in 20, I would say 17, when I first watched his movie called Jaga Jasoos. And that was actually a kind of detective movie, but also a funny rom-com. Besides that, when I watched that movie, it was really, I would say, attracting and engaging, that I became a fan of him, and I started watching his more movies. And his favorite movie of mine is um, "Hey Jawani Hai Diwani," which is like a complete cinema. It is not just a love story. It is about so many different things that it discuss, and I love his movies and his art, the magics that he create. Okay, okay. I think we have come to the last of the test, which is, I would say, speaking, writing, and speaking sample. Yeah, let's go. Making decision can be a difficult process. How do you make decisions? Do you weigh multiple factors before making decision, or do you just go with your intuition? Why? Okay. This tough task, because you will you will you will have to you have to you'll go with it, but maybe for the rest of your life, as long as I have making decisions. I think going solely with what you think will sometimes put you oh in so much trouble, or just what do you say? Would sometimes put you in so much trouble, will just make you feel regretful. That's why, besides giving value to what I think, it's important, or we can say it's also crucial. No, okay, let's say important. I forgot the spell of crucial. It's also important to ask around from your elders and the experts of the field in which you are required to make a decision. For instance, since I wanted to drop out of university because of its studying environment, and I asked from my dad and and also some of the current and former students of that university. And then I made the decision, decision. So keep keep it in mind. Next, please. Okay, and now I'm gonna go for the speaking sample, which will be the last, what we say, which will be the last section of the test today. So I did really well. Like I've written a good amount of words, I would say, adequate amount of words for that section, especially. Go work, man, work. Choose a plant or animal that you think is interesting. Okay. First of all, why I have to choose a plant or animal? But still, okay. Okay, so talking about an interesting plant or animal which I find interesting, uh, I think I have to go with sunflower. Uh, we had three sunflowers back in our home when we used to live in village, and we had these three trees of sunflowers, and whenever they used to just grow, so it used to turn out to be super beautiful flowers. And the thing which like I would say amazed me, and which differentiated the sunflowers to me from other flowers, because we had this garden where tons of different varieties of flowers were planted in, and like the eye-catching from all of them, okay, like out of all of them was sunflower to me. Because if you just go closer to a sunflower plant, and especially the that part, like the actual flower of the tree, the actual sunflower, the details and the textures that you find looking at that will just blow your mind, how beautifully it is. And especially the seeds, like the seeds grow with inside the flower, and then there's the green little leaves which gives the overall beauty to the flower. And between those little yellow leaves, you will find those beautifully arranged seeds of the sunflower, which are used to eat, for eating, or we can say they're edible after they're packed. So this is what just attracted me every time. And talking about an animal which I find interesting, then I would say a very interesting animal to me is turtles, because I have recently have recently seen a post on Facebook, which was about a turtle uh, with the age of 192 years. And then there was a photo from 1940s of it, with people, and then there was a photo of it in the 2024. So I was blown away by the amount of uh, time they spent in art, or the amount of time they are alive. And I've also heard lots of stories about turtles being super lazy and super slow. So I think this is actually has has interested me, I would say has amazed me, that the more slow you are, or the more lazy you are, the more you will live in earth. And that's a meme actually I have seen lots of time. But yeah, the age is what it made me, uh, it made it interesting for me. Did I do well? I don't know. Okay, let's hope for a better score. Come on, tell me. You guys must subscribe right now because most of you guys who are watching the videos haven't subscribed the channel, so please subscribe. Okay, I don't know what happened to the internet, so I'll go out to see the result. Maybe it's because of the internet. It's been it's been taking very long. I don't know why, but come on, come on, what? What has happened?